uçuşlarda seyahat eden yolcularımızın acil bir durum yaşandığında bu çıkışları açarak tahliyede bize yardımcı olmaları beklenmektedir. Bu sorumluluğu kabul etmeyen yolcularımızın derhal kabin ekibine bilgi vererek yerlerini değiştirmeleri gerekmektedir.
Istanbul is the only city in the world located at the junction of two neighboring continents, Europe and Asia. From the porthole you can see the Bosphorus Strait, which connects the Sea of Marmara and the Black Sea. It is a vital sea road for many countries both in the past and today. We arrived at Sabiha Gökçen International Airport, located in 35 kilometers from the center of Istanbul. It was named after first female Turkish pilot Sabiha Gökçen, one of the 8 Atatürk's adopted daughters. Today it's one of 2 international airports serving Istanbul. To get to Taksim Square, you will need probably 1.52 hours by Haval bus or a little less by taxi. If you arrived in Istanbul without Turkish SIM card, you will need a Wi-Fi. To get the Wi-Fi access code, you will need to scan your passport. Before this, select the desired language from the list and follow the instructions. Once the code appears on the screen, open your phone settings, connect to the airport network and enter the received code in the appropriate field. The total time of Wi-Fi use is 1 hour. After that, you can get the additional one for money. Despite the fact that it is December now, the air temperature is plus 15 degrees. The weather is sunny and windless. There are several ways to get from the airport to the city: the metro, the extensive network of city buses, if you are familiar with its boundaries, or the hover bus shuttles, which leave from the airport every half an hour as they fill up. Payment is made in cash to the bus driver in euros or Turkish liras. Buses go to Taksim Square and make several stops along the way. This photo shows the current schedule from Taksim Square. The metro system of Istanbul consists of 159 stations and 11 lines, 8 of which are located in the European part of the city and 3 in the Asian part. The total length of the metro is 243,000 kilometers. Although the first projects were developed at the beginning of the 20th century, construction itself began in September 1982. The building of the metro progressed very slowly due to the discovery of a large number of historical artifacts. The city is located in a seismically active zone, so, according to calculations, the metro is capable of withstanding earthquakes up to 9 points on the Richter scale. Due to Istanbul's unique geography and the depth of the Bosphorus Strait which divides the city, the European and Asian metro networks do not connect directly. The 2 parts of the city are linked through the Marmaray commuter rail line, which is connected to the metro in several places. As part of the Istanbul Metropolitan Municipality goal of expanding the size of the city rail transportation network to 630 kilometers by 2030, the Istanbul Metro has several lines that are under construction or planned. Since the city does not have a widespread railway network, the Metropolitan Municipality aims to connect urban areas of the city that do not have access to the Istanbul to coastal railways with metro lines. Istanbul is located at an incredibly advantageous crossroads of historical trade routes, so its rapid development is associated with trade. To this day, trade plays a huge role, and the presence of a large number of bazaars in the city speaks about never-ending demand for Turkish trade wares. Many bazaars begin their work in the morning and before nightfall. We are near the Arasta Bazaar. It is the area of Sultan Ahmet and Blue Mosque. Ceramics, jewelry, handicrafts, various souvenirs, as well as spices, dry fruits and nuts, all of that you can find here. But one of the most famous and oldest in the world is the Grand Bazaar. It is located in the European part of the city, on an area of more than 30,000 square meters, which is comparable of the size of 4 football fields. Turkey has always been a crossroads of civilizations, so the customs of the Turkish people reflect both Western and Eastern traditions. Most of job places are occupied by men, sellers at markets and shops, waiters and cooks in hotels and restaurants. All of this is due to old traditions that gave women the respective role of wife and mother. And this does not mean oppression, but rather, on the contrary, honor. While in Turkey you can meet a special ceremony of whirling dervishes. This ritual is called sima. Here every movement is honed and carries a deep sacred meaning. Simazans wear a symbolic clothing consisting of a white skirt, a black cloak and a white felt hat. White clothes symbolize a shroud, a cloak a coffin, and a hat a tombstone. Music has a rhythm of a human heartbeat and allows to enter a trance, connecting with the higher worlds. Here is tourist attraction, Harem Sultan photo. Anyone can take a photo with a sultan's concubine today, but not everyone knows how the real harems were arranged. Usually girls from the age of 14 were selected there. The main criteria was intelligence and beauty. Much attention was paid to their upbringing, training and discipline. Sultans have 5 or 6 permanent wives as a rule, while the number of girls in the harem could reach up to 300. It was believed that if the Sultan allows to choose one of the concubines as a wife, then this is a sign of his favor and further career advancement. It is impossible to imagine any Turkish bazaars without haggling with the sellers. Here are some rules that will help you at the bazaar. Never deny tea. Tea is an official invitation from the seller to start bidding. If you really liked something, don't show your emotions. This will give excitement to both sides. If you buy several items, bargain gradually. At the colorful markets, prices are overpriced on everything. First, visit a few points and only then go to the store where you want to buy something. As practice shows, leather and gold sellers have the most inflated prices. You can ask for a bigger discount there compared to sellers of textiles and souvenirs. Always remember that cash is more desirable currency than card payments. Now you know the basic rules and can practice at the bazaars.